Shalom family, it's your man Elijah. Thank you for joining me in Unsectarian Wisdom, and as usual, I am a healthy, wise, strong, protected, celestial being that is loved by the Most High Creator. Family, it's been a minute since we done a impromptu, since we had an impromptu discussion like this, right? We ain't talked face to face in a minute. It's been a minute since we didn't talk like this. But I hope y'all stay for the whole speech, family, because I got some important things, information to put out here. You know, for the star seeds, for the Hebrews, you know, for my brothers and sisters. Who are my brothers? Who are my mother and my brothers and my sisters and my uncles and my father and my mother, but those who do the will of the Most High. For my cousin, that go for my cousins too. Us who do the will of the Most High, family, we family. Spirit family is stronger than blood family, than fleshly family. Family made by the bonds of serving the Most High is stronger than worldly, fleshly bonds, which we did not choose, but was thrust upon us. Remember that, family. Before we hop off into this, whatever I'm going to talk about, I want to read something for y'all real quick, family. I'm going to read from Isaiah, the book of Isaiah, chapter 43, verses 14 through 21. The Lord, your Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel, says, "For your sakes I will send an invading army against Babylon, and the Babylonians will be forced to flee in those ships they are so proud of. I am the Lord, your Holy One, Israel's Creator and King. I am the Lord who opened a way through the waters, making a dry path through the sea. I called forth the mighty army of Egypt with all its chariots and horses. I drew them beneath the waves, and they drowned, their lives snuffed out like a smoldering candlewick. But forget all that. It is nothing compared to what I'm going to do. For I'm about to do a brand new thing. See, I've already begun. Do you not see it? I will make a pathway through the wilderness for my people to come home. I will create rivers for them in the desert. The wild animals in the fields will thank me. The jackals and ostriches too, for giving them water in the wilderness. Yes, I will make springs in the desert, so that my chosen people can be refreshed. I have made Israel for myself, and they will someday honor me before the whole world." You know, family, sometimes it's difficult for me to speak to people now, because I'm so just serious about my walk. And I don't mean like I'm a buzzkill. I just mean the word, the Most High. It's constantly on my mind and my spirit. Like it's like if I was just a regular person, it'd be maddening. I go crazy. And there's been a few times where I feel like lost my mind, family. This walk has been a crazy walk. But there's something I always tell to people, you know, I always say to people, you know, in personal conversation, I've said it on here a few times as well, is that trust no one, family. Trust no one but the Most High. You cannot trust anyone. There's only two people or two things you could trust. That is yourself and the Most High. But when you really are truly honest with yourself and truly in your spirit, as your spirit man or spirit woman, however you want to put it, you understand that really, truly, you can't even trust yourself. Once you realize that you can only trust yourself truly, you can't trust your mama, your daddy, your grandma, your grandpa, your aunties, your uncles, your cousins, your brothers, your sisters. You can't trust your wife. You can't even trust your kids at the end of the day, truly. You can only trust yourself. Shoot, And then if I forgot, you can't trust your husband. I want to be equal on both sides. But once you truly understand that, family, that you can only trust yourself and the Most High, truly, because like they say, you come in this world alone and you're going to leave it alone. But once you get to that point and go beyond that, then you realize, dang, I can't even trust myself. I can only truly trust the Most High. That's it. Because family, when you're in this flesh, boy, this flesh is deceiving. No matter how much I learn, no matter how much I know the Most High has showed me, no matter how many dreams or visions or things have happened to me, my flesh is still my greatest enemy. And I battle over it every day with anger, with remembering things that have been done to me, battling with desires that I have within myself. I think I've let something go. I say I'm good, but in reality, it's still got a stronghold on me. But remember, family, this race, this life, this race of life, it's not a short race, family. It's all the way till you gonna wrestle. You know, I've said this. Oh man, what happened? I hope it didn't stop. Hold on, family. It said that there was something going on with my computer. Oh man. Hold on. Alright, family, I'm back. You know, the negative forces out there don't want the message to get out. I had to stop the video. Something happened all of a sudden. But before I was rudely interrupted by the negative energies out there, don't want the truth to get out. I mentioned this before, family, in the Bible, when it speaks about Jacob before he crossed the Jordan with his family. Before he was due to run into his brother Esau. Because remember, the last time Jacob saw Esau had basically vowed to kill Jacob for stealing his birthright. So that night before Jacob crossed the Jordan, the word speaks about Jacob wrestling with an angel, or wrestling with the Most High, trying to beat the angel to receive a blessing, right? And to the point where he broke his hip. But I want to remind you, family, that is an analogy of life. That him wrestling is not literally wrestling with an angel, but it is it's symbolic for prayer, for your life. Jacob wrestling with, I forget, was he wrestling with Michael, with Gabriel? Or did it say he was wrestling with the Most High? Or did it say he was wrestling with all of them? I can't remember at this moment, but you guys know the story I'm talking about. But that story, family, is an analogy of life. It's a test of your faith and your strength and your belief in the Most High. From the time you're a child, or the time that you truly come into belief, all the way until the Most High takes you home, are you willing to wrestle with the Most High in spirit and in truth in your walk? But mostly in your faith, in your belief, and in your prayers. Are you willing to struggle with your prayers until the day, with your faith until the day that the Creator calls you home? Are you willing to believe? Even when the world is throwing everything at you to cause you to doubt. When your flesh is trying to overpower your spirit. When you know that you're a spiritual being, but your flesh tries to tell you, no, this is all there is. This is all there is. I'm just flesh. But you fight past that. Your faith and your belief in the Most High, you fight past that. You fight past that negativity that your flesh throws upon you. You cast down imagination because you know the truth. You know you're a spiritual being. And you know as long as you keep praying, aka wrestling with the spirit, you know the Most High will bless you. Even when you're old and your hip breaks, you still won't give up. Just like Job. Even when Job had all them boils, had lost his family, his wife left him, his house, he had lost everything. His kids were killed. He lost everything. But he never lost his faith and belief in the Most High Creator. And at times, family, I let my flesh get to me. And I be looking for deliverance from the Most High. And I be praying, I be asking, Most High, when? When will you deliver your people? When will you deliver me? When will you bless me? When will you give me some solace from my enemies? When will you rub the truth in my enemies' faces? Those who have called me crazy, cast me down, put their words on me, put their hands on me, threaten me, tried to destroy me. When will you make my enemies see? And in my flesh, as much as I like to say, throw down the beast system, it's hard for me, and I rebuke it and I fight it. But it's like I have this issue with seeing my deliverance is always in the form of gold or money. It's some monetary value within this beast system, and I rebuke that because I know it's wrong. This is why I say, family, you can't even trust yourself. I've grown up in this beast system. This is all I know. And it's got a hold on my flesh. Not all the way. Look, the Most High got my spirit. My spirit is free. But this flesh is bound to this soil, to this world. And I struggle against it. And it makes it hard for me to see a blessing that doesn't have something to do with gold or money, which I know is possible, because anything is possible with the Most High. Even if I can't understand it and see it, as the world says, look, even though I don't understand, cast all your hopes and desires on the Most High. Lean not on your own understanding, but trust in the Most High, right? So I trust. And I thank the Most High for the wisdom that He's given me to not let my flesh continue to fool me. And I'm going somewhere with this, family, so please follow me. I'm going to try not to be too long-winded, but I need to get this message out. I need to get off my chest. Get this off my chest. Get this off my mind, my spirit, because it's on me right now. What I'm saying, family, is things truly, when it's truly coming to the Most High, we really don't know what things are going to look like, how things are going to go down. What it's truly going to look like, we don't know. We think we know, but we don't know. I don't know. And I don't like, so I always like to say, I don't give out no dates. I don't say this is going to happen here or this, that. Look, I try to be, I want to be humble. And I don't want to lie to you. I don't want to be made a liar before the Most High. I don't want to lie to His people, to His children. I want to be a light before the Most High's children. The only thing I have left in this world is to be of value to the Most High. It's to be a servant, and I don't want to mess that up, family. And what's been on my mind, family, once again, is this 3 days of darkness. And just especially lately, these signs, it's all in my face. And the Spirit's been telling me more so, the numbers, family, they're numbers. Numbers are so important and so powerful. Numbers are a language we must know. I remember growing up, man, I hated math. I was so bad. Matter of fact, I wouldn't even say I'm really good at math now. I haven't really tried it in a long time to do no algebra or nothing. But it might not. But anyway, math is important, family. That's the language of the universe. Everything is broken down to ones and zeros. The one representation of the one creator, of the all. There's only one. We're not real, family. Everything is part of the one creator, the one mind, the one spirit, the true spirit, the Most High creator. And the circle, representation of this realm, this matrix that the creator created so that we can have life, so that we may experience and learn something outside of ourself. And listen to me when I said ourself, because we are the creator. We are gods in this realm. In the matrix, we are gods. But when we go home, back to the great spirit to be all together as one, we are the creator. There's nothing, there's no one else but ourself. And these numbers are important, family. There's codes to them. There's a code in them, and we got to decipher them. But I'm getting off track. I digress. So let me get into it, family. The message, right? Mm. So okay, that's why I was speaking about the money, right? And being full. Family, this is, once again, remember Game of Thrones, right? If you've seen Game of Thrones, that show is a great example of how the lives of billions of people are in the hands of just a handful of people. And they've created a matrix within the Most High's matrix. They've brainwashed us and made us believe that this world we live in actually matters and that it's real when it isn't. And family, I read Isaiah for you because the Exodus is coming. The 3 days of darkness is coming. And you have to understand why. And you have to be aware of what to do. I'm not giving no dates. I'm not giving no time. Look, it could happen right now this second as I'm talking. I don't think it's going to happen this second. Or it could happen tomorrow or next week, next month, next year, 10 years from now. But it's coming. Never forget that the Most High can do anything, family. When you truly know the Most High created within yourself, when you truly understand and have faith and belief in the power of the Most High, you understand the Most High can do anything. And look, you don't rush the Most High time. The Most High does stuff on the Most High time. And a lot of times, family, the Most High is doing stuff right in front of our face, but the beast system got us so hypnotized we can't even see it. The Spirit of the Most High is speaking to us right now, but the world calls it your conscience. Oh, that's just you, that's your mom. No, it's the Most High talking to you. There's a tsunami, an earthquake somewhere. And they say, oh no, that's just nature. No, the Most High just got up and turned over. Had an earthquake. There was a hurricane. No, the Most High sneezed. It's raining. No, the Creator is crying. Because the Creator is looking at the state of the Creator's children. And the suffering. And the choices we make, whether right or wrong. We in the matrix, family. And this is Egypt all over again. The world. Remember, Egypt is another word for bondage. And remember, I'm talking to those who are the blood of Abraham. Or, well, no. I'm talking to those who are the blood of Jacob. The children of Yisrael. The descendants. I'm talking to you who have melanated skin, who are not any longer living as Gentiles, but who are living in spirit and truth. Who are every day waking up to walk this walk. And I'm also talking to those Gentiles who will cling unto us. Or a better word, star seeds. To my brothers and sisters in the spirit. Although the world says we come from different races. Although we are humans here. I'm talking to you. Who regardless of our different skin colors. Who regardless of what bloodline we come from. But you have a true heart and spirit for the Most High Creator. I'm talking to you right now. It's time to wake up, family. The Exodus is coming. We in the midst. And we at the time that, and Pharaoh, understand who Pharaoh is, family. Who true Egypt is. Egypt is the entire world. It's this whole, excuse my language, it's this whole shit show we got going on around us. You know I'm talking about, they talking about World War III, right? They all at each other's throats. But you know where they won't let you go? But you know where they all still agree you cannot go? Antarctica. Why not? They talking about nukes. They talking about World War III with China, Russia, all this going on. And family, look, my flesh, I know I had videos before where I just so excited. And to be honest, family, as much as I like to say I'm not afraid, what scares me is my fear comes from not wanting to fail the Most High. It's not the death. Because death is inevitable. It's going to come for us all. But I fear that as much as I sit here and have faith, My fear is denying the Most High, denying my King, Yahushua. I don't want to deny my King. I don't want my faith and my belief to fail me in the sight of death. Because what's coming, family, the destruction, the chaos that you will view with your eyes, family, you got to ask yourself. That's why I say you can't trust your flesh. As much as I sit here and say I'm ready to serve the Most High, I'm ready to lead this system, but do we understand what that means? Because the enemy is not going to let us go without a fight. The things we will see and experience, family, will be fine. Like Psalm says, 1,000 to your left, 10,000 to your right. And I'm pretty sure I got that wrong. But you know what I'm talking about. Psalms 91. But are you ready, family? Are you truly ready for the horrors we will see and experience? Will your knees buckle beneath you, or will you stand strong in your faith? And that's what scares me, is that I sit here and I talk, but when it comes time for the rubber to meet the road, will I stay steadfast? Will I keep my faith before the Most High, before the Most High's people? Will I be able to remain a light before the Most High's people, which I desire to be, because that's all I have left. I can't let the enemy take my faith, my joy, my peace in the Most High away. I can't let them take my bravery away. I can't let them take it from me. But that is what I fear, family. But I know Most High willing. Everything is possible with the Most High. Everything is possible with my King, Yahushua, who will help me, who will hold me. As that picture, as you walking in the sand, that picture they got where you got the two sets of prints in the sand. All I can do is trust that my King is there. My King is right here with me right now, even though I can't see him with my eyes. I have to trust that my guardian angels, my King, surround me right now. That my true kingdom, my true home where I'm from, is around me right now as I'm speaking to y'all. I have to trust and have faith in that. No matter what I see, no matter what I go through, no matter what I feel, this flesh, it's deceiving, it's not real. I have to trust in my spirit, trust in what I know is real. To that, as it says, that very silent, quiet voice within me that we all have. When this 3 days of darkness come, family, that will be time for you to self-reflect. It'll be time for you to read. For those who have candlelight, for those who have light, and for those who are just sitting in darkness within your homes, that will be time to meditate. It'll be time to read, to quiet yourselves. Because that's what will be most important at the time, family, to quiet yourselves, to break yourself down so that you can hear that spirit, so you can come to the Creator with a broken heart and contrite spirit. It's that time to hear the Spirit within you, because the Spirit is speaking through all of us, family. This is why I say, family, go and read the Book of Mormon. The Book of Mormon speaks about that Spirit of the Most High within all of us that we can hear, but the world drowns it out. Our own selfish desires drown it out. But the Most High is always speaking to us, family. But because we don't seek the Most High, we not walking in righteousness, the voice is so quiet, it's just drowned out by everything else. But it's there, and that's what that time of darkness is for. It's going to be for self-reflection, family. To be still, to listen, to not be in fear. But when that time comes, family, don't be in fear, but know it is a sign. Don't let the world tell you, oh, it's this and that, or it's some unexplained phenomenon. You know what it is in your spirit. Those who truly know the Most High, who are in your word, who trust you, know what it is. Don't let them lie to you and tell you that it's something else. Don't let the enemy deceive you. Family, we in a shit show. Excuse my language. We in Egypt. We in bondage. And it's time for the Most High to do a new thing. It's time for us to go home, family. Remember, after the darkness, right? Pharaoh was like, okay, go ahead and go pray to your God, right? But he was like, believe your children in the flocks. But Moses like, nah, all of us gotta go. It's not up to you. That's not how things work. So it says that Pharaoh hardened his heart, right? And then right after that, what happened? That's when the Spirit came in and took the firstborn. And that's what I believe it's going to be like 2 in 1, family. During this darkness, the firstborn is going to be snatched up. And then once the darkness clears, it's going to be time to go home. Or I could be wrong. The darkness comes, and then after the darkness, there'll be a time where we go out, like in that one video, we'll minister. And during that time of ministering, it'll give Pharaoh some time to think about his choices, or her choices, or their choices. And then, obviously, they're not going to listen. And then that's when the Spirit going to come in and going to take the firstborns. And then they really going to let us go. And another thing, family, this is another thing, too, I like to admit, because look, I want to, matter of fact, before I even get there, right? Let me go here, right? I want to show y'all something, family. All right, family. You see the map, right? This is what my spirit telling me. We in Egypt. All this right here, everything that goes on in so-called Earth, on planet Earth, family, once again, look, family, look. Even if this mug ain't flat, it sure as hell ain't round, moving through space at 10,000 miles an hour and whatever, all that garbage they be talking about. Look, you can believe me or not, it is what it is. I know in my spirit, look, I pretty much at this point bet my life that I'm right about this. I'm not going to bet and say it look like this, but I know it ain't what they tell us. But this is the best representation I can give you until everything is revealed to us all the way, family. And this right here, once again, family, the known lands, right? They got us thinking we on a flying rock going through space at, like I said, 10,000 miles, 60,000 miles an hour, right? No, we not. They got us in their matrix. Although all this belongs to the creator, everything, they don't own nothing. But they've created their world. Remember, family, the world. The end of the world is not the earth, it's not the land. The world is a system of governance. The world is just another word for or another way of interpreting a system of governance. Governments that have come together to rule people, the governing powers, right? That's all the world is. So when the end of the world comes, family, it's not the end of the earth, of the land. It's the end of the ruling powers, of the governmental systems, of those who are leading from the dark that we don't know about. The pharaohs, Egypt, right? They got us in bondage. So family, when this Exodus comes, we either going out of the ice wall, or some of us will go past the ice wall. Look, family, we going to a land that we ain't never been to before. A land that they not telling us about. They want us to think that this is it. But this is what the Exodus is. The Most High's people are outside of this wall, family, saying, let my people go. When the Exodus comes, family, this is what we going past this wall, or we going up north into the middle to where I think the original Garden of Eden was, and where the whole to hollow earth is. Either, family, we going past the wall, or we going to hollow earth. Or there'll be different groups. Some people are going past the ice wall, and some people are going in the middle earth. We going to a land. Like he said, what he said, the creators, let me not say the creator is going to do something that we haven't seen before. Going to do something new, something unheard of, family. What else could it be but that? What else could it be but the creator breaking down these walls that the enemy has put up in our minds and got us thinking that we on a flying ball going through space, when in reality, family, this is the plane of existence we on. We about to leave out of Egypt. The Exodus is coming. Some of us is probably, look, either some or all of us are going past the ice wall, or like I said, some are going past the ice wall and some are going to hollow, or we all going to hollow earth. Ain't nobody going past the ice. Look, I don't know Dang, my voice cracked. Look, family, I don't know for sure which one, but I know it's one of those. We gonna all find out in a minute what the true truth is and what this plane of existence that we live in looks like and how much bigger it is than they've been letting on. Because they've been keeping us in bondage, family. You think you're free now, but you're not. You're a slave to a system that they built. Remember, family, they don't make their own cars. They don't make their own clothes. They don't cook their own food. They rely on us to do it. What is the best slave, family? What do they say Harriet Tubman say? They say that Harriet Tubman used to say, I could have freed more slaves if they knew they were slaves. Family, we've been in slavery so long, we don't even realize we slaves. We slave to the system. We are a slave to the traditions of the beast system and what they say should go and how things should be done. They got us under this guise of fake paper money and gold when it don't mean nothing. It's meaningless. But this second Exodus, family, is coming. I'm telling you, we going past the ice wall or we going to hollow earth. Or some of us going past the ice wall, some of us going to hollow earth, some of us going somewhere else. It's coming. This is the Exodus, family. And dang it, did it again. Alright, family, I'm back again. You know, them negative energies working against me again, messed the video up. But I'm going to be able to stitch them all together. But anyway, let's get back to it, family. So, like I said, as a matter of fact, I know I'm yelling. I'll be getting loud, but I want to make sure y'all know this. But like I said, family, second Exodus, that's what I'm telling y'all was about to happen. Right? We going past the ice walls, we going hollow earth, or people, we going different places depending on your walk with the Most High and what the Most High got for you. Family, now this is something else I want to speak about. See, in this movie, The Day the Earth Stood Still, family. Look, I don't know if the Spirit's telling me, look, maybe the dark cloud. Like I said earlier, family, we don't really know how this is going to look. The 3 days of darkness is coming, best believe. But what I'm saying is, it doesn't necessarily have to mean a dark cloud over the land. It could also mean that the Most High is just going to take away the power, going to take away technology, right? Or it could be a mix of both. There could be a dark cloud just over the land, the entire North American and maybe South American continent. They might be, both of them might be covered with a dark cloud, literally. But Europe and Asia and, you know, so-called Africa, Middle East today will be wide open. They won't have a cloud. But remember my video, I said they will see. The darkness will bring light. Or the darkness will give them sight. Remember Bird Box, family? And remember that, let me not say it. But you know what, hey family, then people who made a certain choice, that movie Bird Box, family, it blew my mind when I watched the new Bird Box. I had no idea, look, I mean I had an idea, but they didn't make it known in the first movie that it was angels. You know, you have people thinking that it was demons or whatever. I mean, anyway, family, but regardless, that movie, Bird Box, is so prophetic if you know what you're looking for. If you have the eyes to see. Because remember in the movie, family, there are two sets of people. And remember how I've told you guys, family, in movies, right? Usually, the people who they say are good or try to make you think are good in the movies are actually really the bad people. And the people they try to make it seem like they're bad are actually the good people. So if you've seen the first Bird Box, right? And you remember the people who were able to walk around in the daytime with being able to see, even though they didn't have blindfolds on, right? But the majority of the world was taken away and they had to cover themselves, right? Family, I want you to think about something. If you watch my video, the last video I did, no, not the last video I did on 3 Days of Darkness, but the one before, it's the one with the monster with his mouth open, right? And I showed you certain images, and I showed you certain people turning in circles, And if you notice, when they turn in circles, it looks like they were seeing something. So what I'm saying is, family, even if, let's say one part, even if there was no darkness at all, or if darkness is only going to be over one part of the land, but the other part will be spared from the darkness, certain people made a certain choice. And those people who made a certain choice, family, are those people in Bird Box who have to walk around with blindfolds on. Because they opened up something within themselves that they didn't realize. And now they're seeing things that they weren't supposed to see. And if you go back to the Bible, I can't remember right off back right now, but there are many different verses where it speaks about, let me talking loud again. It talks about prophets being taken up to the heavens, or angels appearing before prophets, and they would fall down. And when the Spirit of the Most High would come before the prophets or the angels, right? The prophets would fall dead right there in their feet, and then the Most High or the angels would have to put their hand upon the prophet to raise them back up to life and be like, "Hey, you good? Stand up," because the glory was so much they couldn't take it. They had heart attacks and died. And you heard what I just said too right now, family. They had heart attacks and died in the Bible when they saw the angels. Now think about Bird Box. If you've seen the new Bird Box, right? And you saw it was clearly angels. It was clearly the end of the world, right? Not the end of the earth, but the end of the world, right? You saw the angels, and what happened? I mean, I know they showed people offing themselves, but I'm going back to the Bible, and they had heart attacks. I'm just saying, family, there are a certain group of people who made a choice, and look, it is what it is, all right? But anyway, so remember, okay, this movie, The Day the Earth Stood Still, family. At the end, okay, so what people don't really, what I didn't realize until I watched this movie again a few months ago. I watched it when I was younger, but I didn't know, I wasn't in depth in my study and know what I know now. I had to understand that I have now. Oh, matter of fact, as I look at this image, that's Nibiru. Okay, snap, I didn't even realize that. Okay. On this movie they call it an ark, but anyway. But Keanu Reeves, family, if you didn't know, in this movie, which I didn't realize he's an Elohim in this movie, family. Keanu Reeves is an angel. He's a light being. And remember that book, family, in my readings we did the Keys of Enoch, the book of knowledge, Keys of Enoch, the white one, right? And it would talk about the light beings, the key, the Elohim. That's who Keanu Reeves in this movie. Because if you remember back, if you go back to the beginning of the movie, if you've seen it, or if you're about to watch it, because I'm bringing it up, remember when Keanu Reeves' character first came to the earth, he was in the form of light, and then he took on a fleshly body. Because remember, family, we are truly spiritual beings, and when we're spiritual beings, we can really possess any form, or possess any creature within this matrix to experience life through those avatars, right? But at the end of the day, the earth stood still, family. Before Keanu really, remember, the lady and her son convinced Keanu Reeves not to destroy the earth. They're like, can you do something to save the earth? To please not let them destroy us, because the aliens, the so-called aliens, were going to destroy the earth. And Keanu Reeves' character is like, look, we're going to let you leave, but we're going to basically have to send y'all back to the dark ages. We're going to take all the technology away. Because it's not that technology is bad, family, but we use it in bad ways. And we so far gone, family. Look, it's like the flood. Remember, I've said this before. The reason the Most High sent the flood is because people wouldn't change. They was too set in their ways. They were warned to change. They were warned that the Most High was coming, but they didn't want to listen. They wanted to stay stuck in their ways. They didn't want to change. They still want to go to the club. They still want to work this job and go to this car, do all types of stuff in the beast system. They didn't want to listen. So the Most High sent the flood. But the Most High said, I'm not going to do a flood again this time, right? He going to do something new. But in the day the earth stood still, they took away the technology, family. Because the Most High has to take the technology away from us. Otherwise we won't change. And we'll have to build back up to it. But this way, the right way. Or those who are left behind. Because I don't plan on being left here. I'm going outside the ice wall. There's some places I want to see. Or the hollow earth. I don't want to be here no more. I'm good. I know there's more out there. I'm ready to go. I'm doing my mission right now by talking to y'all and not caring about people calling me crazy and whatever. I'm putting this message out. I'm writing my golden ticket. I'm ready to go. I'm waiting for the ships to come. And whoever want to stay, stay. Well, honestly, look, you really don't have no choice. Because the ship going to read your heart. So whoever meant to go, they going to go. Whether you like it or not, you going. Whoever meant to stay, you going to stay, whether you like it or not. At the end of the day. Well, I believe you're going to have a choice. Well, I believe you're going to have a choice. If you chosen to go, you can choose to stay. But if you're not chosen to go, you don't have a choice to go. You're going to have to stay. I know there's going to be certain people because, and honestly, when I think about it, family, look, it's not that you're not going to have a choice to go. You're going to tell yourself you don't have a choice, but you do. Because remember, the Most High is in your heart and your spirit. The Most High is in your heart. The Most High is your spirit. You can't hide your heart. And for those who got dark hearts and hidden agendas and think you're going to get over on the Most High or get over on the Most High's emissaries that the Most High sends to scoop his people up and take us on our trip in this next exodus out of this place, you're not going to be able to fool them, family. Matter of fact, if you pay attention to when we did our readings in the knowledge book, the big purple book, as well as the keys of Enoch, it talks about it. It talks about them having technology to where they can read your soul, your spirit, your true intentions. You cannot pull the wool over the Most High Creator's face, family, or the Creator's emissaries. That's why they got the job. You ain't gonna fool them. Just like when I hear people, what I be thinking about, people, it be funny, people blame God. Oh, they be like, I don't believe in God, or better term, the Creator. I don't believe in the Creator. Or, well, let's say God, because that's what most of the people understand. I don't believe in God because my brother died. Not looking at the fact that your brother was out here in the streets doing stuff he shouldn't have done. And the Most High sent many warnings to your brother through family members, aunties, uncles, mothers, fathers, grandparents. Please don't go out there. Stop doing what you're doing before you end up in jail or dead. And your brother said, no, I'm not going to listen. I'm going to do me, right? But then your brother went out there and got himself killed. And now you call yourself being mad at God, saying, why did God let it happen? God tried. Look, first off, the Creator gives us free will. Our father, our mother, or whatever you want to call it, our Creator gives us free will. Regardless of the circumstances, regardless of the outcome, we have free will. Just like we have free will to listen to the Spirit, we have free will to ignore it. And your brother or sister ignored the Spirit, period. And they met their untimely demise because they were stiff-necked and hard-hearted. And now you want to come up here and say, oh, it's God's fault. Why did God let so-and-so die? It ain't got nothing to do with God. God tried to warn them, but didn't want to listen. That's why I say, once again, family, the Most High puts messages in front of our faces all the time, but the world got us so brainwashed with technology and the way we live now, we can't even see it. We think it's something else. When we know what it is, when inside, if you was really listening to the spirit man or spirit woman in you, you know that it is what you think it is, what you truly know it is, but you want to ignore it because you too busy trying to be part of the world. You too busy trying to get your degree. You trying to get the bag, trying to have your hot girl summer, trying to be out here and be like Andrew Tate. All these men trying to be the next rich man so you can be over men and feel all, you got that Big D syndrome. Because you think it mean a damn thing when it don't mean shit. Excuse my language before the Most High, because this flesh is here today and gone tomorrow. But look, once again, I'm not mad about it because from my understanding, like I said, I don't believe in hell. But we in hell. And you just making a choice to do this again or go to another realm that's going to be worse than this. And live a life and not know why you're there. Being like, why am I here? Because you refuse to change. You refuse to accept the truth. You know that outer darkness? No, you're not going to burn in hell for eternity in fire. But no, that's not what it is. You coming right back here or to another realm similar to this. That's worse. Maybe with creatures. And you're going to be, shoot. Family, look. Anyway, let me I digress. I digress. Let me go. So anyway, the day the earth stood still, family, right? Remember, they took away the technology at the end. So the 3 days of darkness doesn't, like I said, it doesn't necessarily maybe have to be, darkness over all the earth. Or it could be. Or like I said, it could be just darkness over North and South America, but the rest of the world, y'all just not going to have no power. It's going to be some crazy stuff going on, crazy things happening, you know, while we over here in the Americas, or the whole earth will be covered in the dark cloud. I don't know. Look, one of these things going to happen. It's coming, family. All I'm just saying, look, don't be surprised. Like I said, sometimes, like I said, symbolism. The 3 days of darkness don't necessarily have to be a dark cloud. It could just be taking away technology. As they say, what I always say, oh, the dark ages. What was the dark ages? They talk about, really the dark ages is when melanated people were in charge, so they call it that. But they teach us that the dark ages is a time where we didn't really have technology. So yeah, send us back to the dark ages. That's the 3 days of darkness, family. Well, look, regardless, even if the smoke does cover the land, you're not gonna have electricity afterwards anyway. So either way, family, it's go. Anyway, so now I want to show this. Hold on.
Apparently, somebody in this neighborhood did something to anger Mother Nature. That's why you leave her alone. Look at this. Oh my God. Oh my God. Apparently.
So look, I'll show you this video, family, cause it's been look. My mom's been mentioning it for a few times now over the past week or so since this video came out, and it's been on my spirit too. But she brought it up again today, which is why it's on my spirit that this is a sign right here of things to come, family. This is a sign of the grid going down, of the 3 days of darkness, of the Most High sending the Most High's emissaries to take away the electronics, to take away the technology that is destroying, eating away at his people's souls, their minds, because we are addicted to it. And we won't listen and humble ourselves. So our Father, Mother, Creator is going to have to humble us. You know, like how adults who got children, you know, when your kids fight or whoever, you got the youngins around you and they keep fighting over toys. So what do? You say, look, since y'all don't want to get along and y'all don't want to stop fighting over these toys and share the toys, how about I just take the toys from both y'all, and now you ain't got nothing to play with. Matter of fact, go sit down. Go sit down and be quiet. Shut your mouths. Don't say nothing until dinner ready. Since you don't want to share, since you don't want to get along and share the toy, now I'm going to take the toy from you. And that's essentially, remember, like, how's it go, family? As above, so below, right? So above us or below, whichever way you want to look at it, either way is our Creator. So what happens in heaven happens on earth. What happens in the spiritual realm happens on earth. As above, so below. Right? So the Most High, even though to us at this point of view where we are standing, this is going to be horrendous. This is going to be horrible, right? But in the spiritual realm, it's really just our Father or our Mother, our Creator, whichever way you want to put it, taking our toys away because we won't listen. It's our Creator saying, look, you my children, and y'all Negroes won't listen. So I'm going to have to take your toys away and make you, I'm going to have to humble you. Just like the prodigal son. Remember the prodigal son who got the inheritance from his daddy? And then he left and squandered it all on women and all this crazy stuff. And then he finally came home. But he came home because he was humbled. And now it's time for humbling to come upon this realm, family. So I'm gonna play this. I'm gonna let this video play for y'all one more time, and we gonna move on. I'm about done too.
Somebody in this neighborhood did something to anger Mother Nature. That's why you leave her alone. Look at this. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Oh my God, right. Alright, family, look. Now I'm about to show y'all something. Remember, okay, once again, remember this book we reading, right? The Keys of Enoch, right? The Book of Knowledge. And my spirit been telling me to get back. We gonna get back into it, family. I know. In the next few days, please don't make me into a liar, Most High. I'm gonna get back into it. Because I know I need to. Well, actually, I got one more lesson I need to do on marriage, somewhat. And because I was supposed to be doing it, honestly, more than a month ago. But I've been procrastinating and being in my emotions and feelings and being look, fam, just let the stuff get to me. I should be like I said, fam. This flesh, this flesh is a son of a gun, boy. It's a son of a sunny beach. You know what I'm saying? And it's boy. It look, family. Even though I'm a spiritual being, I'm in the flesh right now. Okay, give me some slack. But anyway, I'm gonna show y'all something, and some of y'all might be like, "This is the truth, and why are you showing us?" Look, the enemy already knows. And here's the thing: they can't stop it. And it's in my spirit to show this, to show y'all what we're talking about. After this is for those who are leaving in the Exodus. This is important information for you. And it's been in front of our faces the entire time. But as they say, especially for my people, for Israelites, right? What do they say? If you want to hide something from a Negro, where do you put it? In a book. And most of us don't like reading. And the only time we read is what master in the church tells us, read the Bible. And even then, we don't even read the whole thing. You only read, you skip, matter of fact, you skip the Old Testament, go to the New Testament, and you only read Matthew, a few chapters there, go to Ephesians, a few chapters there, and then you good. You think you saved. Anyway, let me not get it. Anyway, let me keep going. See this, family? It says contact areas for the brotherhood. Look at this map, family. Look, I'm not saying that these are 100% accurate, but it's just giving you, okay, ley lines, family. See these ley lines? Family, if you're familiar with ley lines, like especially in the Americas, what we don't realize is a lot of these churches or a lot of important buildings in America's, family, are built on top of ley line centers. They're built on top of what probably used to be mounds from back in the day that the Indians built, like pyramid mounds. And the Europeans came in here, whether it's the white Europeans, so-called white or so-called black Europeans, whichever ones, whatever. They came in when they was conquering this land, and they built their important buildings, their buildings of worship or idol worship, on top of these sites. And not all of them. There's some sites that I'm pretty sure they don't know about, or some sites that they don't put a building on. But that's what these are, family. These, remember, family, after the 3 days of darkness, during or after, these are the assembly areas for the Exodus. These are where you will meet your chariots of fire to board. These areas. Look at this map. Like I said, I'm not saying these are accurate. But in order to give you an understanding of what's going to happen, that's what this is. I know this might, look, to some of y'all might say, how you, look, it came to me today, family. It's just like, you know how the spirit worked. The realization was just coming together to me. Contact areas for the brotherhood. And for those of you who have followed my readings in these books, you already know what I'm talking about. A way the book describes these places. Remember, spaceports. Remember, space. It said the pyramids are spaceports, right? And if you don't know what a spaceport is, it's the same thing as the airport, just for ships going, not in the space they tell us, but ships going to other realms. And this is our Exodus plan, family. For those of us who are chosen to leave, these are our designated assembly areas. Now, the best thing you should do is pray, do your fasting, ask the Most High to please make sure you get your Willy Wonka Chocolate Factory golden ticket. If you're not sure you got yours yet, make sure you pray and fast, make sure you got there. Family, this is an eternal thing. This is look, you can't fool the Elohim. You can't fool the Creator. You can't fool the Creator's emissaries. You can't fool the pilots of the chariots, family. They know your heart. They know your spirit. Get right inside, family. And I'm not just talking to, once again, I'm not just talking to my brothers and sisters of flesh. And what I mean by that, I mean the 12 tribes, my melanated people. I'm talking to my starseed people, those who cling as well, those who the word would call Gentiles. Because look, we family at the end of the day, we spiritual family. Forget this fleshly thing. Those who are truly for the look. If you think you're gonna have hate in your heart, look, I gotta say this, family. People got this whole racism thing. Look, everybody is racist. I am racist, but not in the way that the world has taught us racism. Racism, think about it. Think about the word human race. Remember, etymology, break down the word. The word I want you to concentrate is the word race. Like race, a track race, right? Running. What are we racing? Who's racing? The human race. What they call the human race for a reason. They encompassing all so-called races, right? Instead of saying ethnicities, they use the word race, but race still means like a race. Like think about the term rat race, right, family? A racist is just, or a racist is just another term for a tribalist. Everybody favors those people from their tribe. It's inherently in you. It is what it is. And prejudice, it's not even that. Look, let's say I grew up in a neighborhood. Let's say I was a white man. I grew up in a neighborhood, never had no so-called black people around me, right? Although they're brown and not black, no such thing as black people. Anyway, let's say in that neighborhood, for some reason, because of TV taught me that all black people are criminals. But once I move out that neighborhood and now finally have so-called black people around me, I realize they hard-working people too. Not all, because all ethnicities have they bad apples, but they also have their righteous people. But anyway, my point is, now that I'm truly around, as a white man, truly around so-called black people, I see that they're not all criminals. So my bias no longer stands. So I'm no longer prejudiced because I understand that they're not all criminals. But this is the difference between racism. I don't like to call, look, we are racist. The thing that's wrong is hate. Remember, racism is just a word for tribalism. And racism is what they have us doing, family. They have us competing against each other. They have all ethnicities competing each other in this pretend race to get to nowhere, really. They got all the different ethnicities competing so they can be like, oh, we the best ethnic. Oh, Mexicans are the most top over every. Oh, white people are the top of. Oh, so-called black people are the best over everybody. Oh, no, Asians are. No, this is the race they have us in. A race, the rat race, to run their system. So we are all racist because we all, look, just like when people look, I hate that I voted for Obama because now I know he's not for us. I didn't know no better. But I was in that ignorant mind, oh snap, we finally got a decent so-called black man. I'm voting for him really just because, he sound good. Because I would love to see just that ignorance. And if you so-called white, so-called Hispanic, Asian, don't sit here and lie to yourself and say you don't feel more comfortable when you see someone that look like you in charge. It's okay, it's natural. But when the issue comes when you allow that tribalism of yours turn into hate. Because once again, like I go back to the prejudice thing, you're biased, you're no longer prejudiced because you know that all so-called black people ain't criminals. But you still choose to judge and dislike people of color and do things to hurt them. Why? Because the truth is you just hate them. You hate them truly. You just like what you think racism, that hate. You truly just hate me because of how I look. It ain't got nothing to do with who I am as a person, the things I've achieved. It don't got nothing to do with how much I love the Most High. You literally just hate me because I look. And that honestly, that go for so-called black people too. Some of y'all just hate white people. Some of y'all just hate Asian people and Hispanic people, and it's wrong. We are all hateful. Yes, we are all racist, but look at what the word racist truly is. Understand what I'm saying. We are all racist, family. There's nothing wrong with being a tribe. There's nothing wrong with favoring your people, with favoring your tribe. Like I've said, the Most High, there's beauty in difference. It would be boring if everybody looked the same and had the same. Life is, the Creator created this world for us to experience, family. As long as we experience following the 10 Commandments, loving the Creator all our heart, and doing unto others how we do unto them, we can all live in peace. But we got greedy people among us. Hear my words. I'm not giving nobody no excuse. I'm not taking nobody's side. This ain't me. Oh, he trying to just bring look. I've said this before, family. I hate everybody equally. I don't care what color. Because even my own people treated me horribly. Tried to hurt me. Matter of fact, be my own people try to hurt me more. But then I don't love the other so-called races either. Because you know why? Because in the end of the day, I understand that I'm not talking from a spiritual point of view. Who are my mother and brother, but those who do the will. But I'm just talking about in general. I understand that even though I can have a sit down at a bar or something and have a conversation, a white man, Mexican man, Asian man, respectfully, we can have a conversation, have good conversation. I almost feel like we good pals and buddies. But at the end of the day, I don't never confuse it. I never confuse my position to forget that I am a so-called Negro. I will never forget I am not Mexican, I'm not white, and I'm not Asian. And best believe, if I step out of line, they will let me know, hey bro, you not us. Just like so-called black people, who are brown, because ain't no such thing as a black person, will let other races know, hey, look, let you know, look, bro, you not us. Yeah, you cool, but you not. Look, every tribe does it. That's just how my life is, and I thank the Most High for doing it to me because it keeps me balanced. I don't favor no man. I'm not acting like Saul up in this, excuse my language, Saul up in this bitch. I'm not going to favor man because I need people to like me. I don't care about y'all. The world has showed me the world don't like me. And I don't like the world. I'm fine. I see my life and what I've been through. I ain't got no problem. I only want people the Most High. And I can show you better than you know what I'm saying, that I can tell you. I don't care if you come up to me and you are a child of Jacob. If you're not living by the word, bro, you all you is a Gentile. Posing as a Hebrew. That's it. You've been stripped. You done. You're not going to pull the wool up. I see your spirit. I don't care what your skin look like. I see your spirit. And I see that your spirit is a lie. And you are not a servant of the Most High. Period. Anyway, family. Woo. Man, I'm anyway, so like I said, family, look at this. These are assembly areas. And I'm just trying to tell y'all, family, look. It's really in your heart. I know I digressed and went on that. And once again, like I said, it's really no hate. It's not hate for me. I don't look at no other race or tribe, even my own people, and be like, I just hate you. I don't. Because like I said, I hate all y'all equally. Whatever color you are. I hate all your flesh in sinful ways equally. But for those who follow the Most High in spirit and truth, regardless of color, I love you. You are my people. And I can't wait till we go in this Exodus. Whether you so-called black, white, Hispanic, Asian, Arab, Oriental, South America, North America, Central, wherever. I don't care what you look like, as long as your soul is the same color as mine. The soul, the color of righteousness. The color of faith and trust in the Most High. Family, it's truly a heart and spirit. Look, this is like, look, it's almost like being in a game. You know how gang members so serious? When they in it, they so serious about that life and what they do. That's how serious we are about the Most High. This is a game for the Most High Creator. We serving the Most High to the end. Period. It's open to all so-called races or ethnicities or tribes. Because it's not about that. Remember, even Israel itself was an adopted nation. So if Israel itself was an adopted nation, who says you can't be adopted in as well? It's your spirit, family. Are you willing to take the covenant with the Most High once again? On the base of Mount Sinai, are you willing to sign that covenant again and return back to the Lord? Because that's what's being asked of us. If you're willing to do that, then hey, you my brothers, my sisters, my aunties, my uncles, my mothers, my fathers, my cousins. You are my family. And I am yours. And the Most High is our Father, our Mother, our Creator. So just remember that, family. I believe I got the message out. I think that's all. Hold on, give me a second. Let me make sure I ain't nothing else that I'm forgetting. So Exodus coming, family. Pray to the Most High for your assembly area. Everybody gonna have different assembly areas. Some people gonna, like I said, some people, look, I don't know for sure, but I know either we all going Hollow Earth, or we all going past the ice wall, or some going to Hollow Earth, some going past the ice wall, and then some will go somewhere else that I don't even know about. The 3 days of darkness, either it's going to cover the entire earth plane with a dark cloud, or it might just cover North and South America for sure, I believe. But the rest of the earth, like I said, some people made some choices, and because of them choices, whether it's dark or not, they going to see the monsters. They gonna see the monsters, family, and just, it is what it is, bro. I'm just, anyway, family, look, it ain't funny. It's not funny, but it's funny when you understand, it's funny and exciting. Well, No, it's not funny. It's not funny. Okay, I my bad. Let me not do that. I don't want to laugh at people's demise because I'm not. But I mean, it is what it is, bro. I mean, what else can I say? Look, I'm sorry. I'm just excited because I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go home. I'm ready to go serve the Most High. I'm ready to go do something greater than I could ever imagine. Cause this ain't it. This mess for the birds. You can stay in your box. I'm ready to leave. I'm ready to fly free. I'm ready to go, family. Anyway, family, without further ado, I believe I said everything. Yeah, I believe I covered everything. So, without further ado, family, I enjoyed y'all. I hope you enjoyed me. I am a healthy, wise, strong, protected, celestial being that is loved by the Most High Creator. Shalom, family. I'll catch you later. Be blessed.